Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be the first impression of the Masquerade Mini from Juvia's place, which looks like this. I must say this is probably my most favorite packaging, outside packaging of all of those Juvia's place palettes, because this is my favorite color. Yes, I love greens. I love greens on my eyes, but this, it's just so beautiful. I mean, this color speaks to me on so many levels, I can't even say. So anyway, even also the artwork. Someone needs to get an award at the Juvia's Place Creative Studio Artwork Center, or however it's called. Anyway, it's amazingly beautiful. Yeah, so this is how it looks from the inside. And as you can see, we have here a whole section that is more neutrals. Then we have this whole very bold section, which is very nice. So you know what, I was actually super tempted to just do a look building it around this one. This is the shade Cairo and it looks so gorgeous. This one, it is like sparkly and it's so beautiful. But no, I'm not I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to do a crease that is brown, yes, but I'm going to do the normal neutral look with a pop of blue. That's what I'm going to do today because that's how I feel today. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to choose some of these mattes, those brown mattes, and then I'm going to do a crease, or no, a lid with the blues. This one, and this one, which is, by the way, I think how they spaced out those blues color-wise from light to dark is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, so this palette rocks. I do have one complaint, what I'm going to tell you at the end, but besides that, I'm just looking forward to doing this. So let's zoom in and let's get working. Okay, I did actually do already something off camera, and that is setting just the part under my eyebrows with the Bone Color Matte here from the Mini Magic palette, or Magic Mini, this way, this one. And now that I've done that, I'm gonna go in into this shade here, this one right here, which is called Burkina. And I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush and I'm just going to sort of sweep it. Since when am I sweeping anything? This is like, I don't know, my whole makeup routine is changing here, but it's sort of, you know, for me this is like a new world opening up because I'm enjoying this right now. So yeah, anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm just going to like keep it pretty local and blend it out a tiny little bit towards the top. And once I've done that, then I'm gonna go in with one more darker shade of the browns. I'm not yet sure if I should go for the accompanying, you know, there is another one I'm gonna show you. This one is basically the next shade that I should go in that sort of goes with this one. This one is a little bit lighter, this one is a little bit darker, but both of them are cool toned. So these two are warm toned. So I'll probably then take this one to deepen up the look. I could also go for the warm ones, but we'll see. We'll see once we cross that bridge, right? Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the shade that I already told you about, this one here. This is called Fulani. And I think I'm just going to take that same brush, just sweeping it off a little bit, which even doesn't matter because it's the same, it's basically the same color, just a tiny little bit darker. And now, usually I would go in and just pack it here on the outer V and then drag it a little bit into the crease. But today I think I want to have it like going through the whole crease a little bit, because I'm going to do something special today, which I usually don't do. If you remember, because you're not new here, then you know that I usually finish my looks at the outer V on, you know, everything that is here with mattes. I really don't use shimmers ever, except if I do a wing cut crease, then I take the shimmers wherever I want. You know, that's right. Okay, but usually I don't finish my lid space here with a shimmer, but today I will do that because I want to use those 3 blue mattes and sorry, I want to use those 3 blue shimmers and have a nice gradient between those, and I just don't have enough space on my eyes if I don't use the whole space of my lid. So that's why we're going to do it this way today, and I think that it's still going to, you know, look classy and nice and not like a clown. I think it's going to be really, really nice. Okay, like blending is no problem. Juvia's Place, I don't know, Juvia's Place must be really one of my most favorite brands ever out there. Quality wise, it's like, wow. Yeah. Yes, I don't have the all-encompassing experience with all kinds of brands because, as you all know, I'm pretty new on the market here, so I don't know. But from what I have and from what I know, and also of course from what I've heard other people say, because of course that is also how you do form your own opinion to a certain extent, I must say, has anyone ever spoken negatively about Juvia's Place, quality-wise and things like this? I don't think so. You know, there is a reason for this because it's really good, you know. All right, so yeah, I can't believe how fast I'm doing my looks now. It's just, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all my leftover time. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna have the chance to get a hobby now. Oh, life is good. All right, so that is that. I think I'm pretty happy with the way it looks so far. And now I'm just gonna take a packing brush and then we're gonna go in with the first light blue shimmer here. This one, which is called Zola. For some reason I have gold on my, there isn't even gold in this palette. Why do I have gold on my fingers? Yeah, Goldberg. Yes, that's why. All right, let's get this setting spray ready. And I can't wait for this. All right, let's just spray it. And then we see what happens. So I'm going to try to sort of partition, maybe part, making, I don't know how to say this, to do 3 parts, equal parts, something like that, okay? Between those 3 blues, and then to try to like combine them into a nice gradient. Okay, so next brush, we're going in with this one right here, which is called Dahlia. What a nice name, Dahlia. Beautiful. Okay, it's such a beautiful blue. Oh. All right, next one is gonna be this one. Oh, do you see this blue? Oh wow. Oh, this is heaven. And I'm not even trying hard, and those 2 blues are just floating into each other. It's magical. Beautiful. All right, let's build this up a tiny little bit more, and then I'm going to take the 3rd packing brush and I'm going to go into the dark blue, which is this one here in the corner, and that is called Chai or Chai, I don't know, probably Chai, I think. So usually this would now be a matte. In my normal makeup application, wait, I forgot to spray it. Let me just spray this one. In my normal makeup application, this would now be a matte, but today this is going to be a shimmer. This is, I just cannot believe how nicely they blend into each other. I mean, I know that shimmers usually blend into each other much, much better than mattes do, but this is just, it's so blissful working with these palettes. I'm just so happy and excited to do it. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, and then I'm gonna come and show you how it looks, and then I'll do the rest of my face and we continue on from there. Okay, this is how it looks now. I think it still looks a little bit messy, but I think what I want to do is that I'm going to put a little bit more depth into the crease, and then also blend, while doing that, blend the blues a little bit more upwards, so it doesn't look like a full cut crease gone wrong because right now it does. Alright, so I think I'm going to pick up this shade again, and I'm going to take a rounded crease brush that looks like this. Focus, focus. Where is the focus? Is this in focus? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so this is how it looks, and I'm going to pick up that darker brown shade that I just showed you, and then I'm just going to try to run this here over the edge of the blues in order to like deepen up this whole area a little bit. I'm trying to not go too far up and not like move the blues too much, but just create a tiny little bit more depth. I might have to do that a couple of times in order to reach the result that I want, but I think especially here maybe you can see already that it's coming together nicely. Okay, now that I've sort of tried to blur all of this a little bit here in the crease, I'm going to go in with my first fluffy brush that I used for the very first shade, and I'm going to pick up a tiny little amount of that first lighter brown, and I'm just going to sweep it all over here, because with all of this action that I had in the crease now, it sort of feels like I lost my perfect blend. We can't have that. So anyway, I'm just sort of sweeping it over in order to combine it all a little bit. And I think that is all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go off and, you know, do the normal routine. I'll finish off my face. And then before I do the lower lash line, which I have no idea what I'm going to do, that gives me some time to think about it. I'm going to come back. We do the lower lash line and, you know, the usual routine. So in just a moment, I'll be back. Okay, hello, we're back. And it is time to do the lower lash line. Maybe you see that I already put a gold on my waterline, which is this one from Ulta Beauty. I think it's called Golden Egg. Let me just see. Yes, it's Golden Egg. It's actually really, really good. I really, really like it. And now I was thinking, you know, the traditional thing would be to finish it up with that same brown that we put on first. And I'm sort of leaning towards it, but on the other hand, I want to also use more shades. Now, I could go for that green shimmer. And usually I also don't do that really, to put a shimmer under my lower lash line, but today I feel like I can do whatever I want. So I could go either for this one, or I could go for the Cairo shade that I told you before that I so like. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go for this one. This one. I'm always putting a shadow on my face, and I always think, like, while I'm editing, why are you doing this? Why? Anyway, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush into that Cairo shade. And where's my spray? And I'm gonna spray it, and then we'll see. I'm gonna be a little bit careful, and then just sort of sweep it on. There I go again with the sweeping, but because I don't want this to be like super overpowering or anything, but I think this could be nice. It sort of melts together with the gold on the waterline, so this could be really, really nice. Alright, so I'm going to, of course, perfect this a little bit, blend it out a little bit, but I think that's how it looks. I think. Alright, so let me just go into the Magic Mini palette again and just take this bone color matte right here, and I'm gonna just take that on my brush a little bit and just sweep it here along the lower end of this color. Something like that, and just connect it to here a little bit. Okay, what do you think? Alright, I think what we do for the inner corner highlight is going to be super traditional, which is going to be this one right here. That is a bone color shimmer sort of, and that's called Giza, I think. And let me just find the right brush for this. There you go. All right. And I think I'm not going to spray this one because I sort of feel like I like it when you see the inner corner highlights, like there's a hint of it, you see it's there, but it does not distract from the actual look, you know. It sort of blends into the look without being a super big feature on its own. So something like that. Okay, I'm gonna finish off the other side. I'm gonna do it all, find something for my lips, and then I'm gonna come back with the finished look and my final thoughts. Okay, sweeties, this is the finished look, and while this is more traditional than I could have gone, because obviously I could have gone all the way with those bold colors in that palette, I actually really like it. I don't know what it is. I'm so leaning towards the classy glam kind of a look, but a bit extra, you know. I really like that. So let's just zoom in a tiny little bit. Now that gets super creepy because it's just really close up and personal. But I really do like it. And I think after I had blended these upper edges of the blues with that darker brown shade, I think it added a lot, you know. So yeah, so let's zoom out of the creepy zone. Creepy zone. All right, so that's what we did. And I want to show you also that I used the Saharan 2 blush palette again. Yeah, too much coffee. So I used this shade today for blush, and this again also like for my first impression with the Magic Mini. I did use this one again as a highlighter because it's just super nice rose gold, soft, glowy kind of a thing that I really like. Yeah. So that is this. What do I think about the palette? Well, I think there is no surprise that this palette really performed well. The shimmers that we used, I mean, we used 5 shimmers? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shimmers in one look, seriously. They performed super well. I really want to give this a bigger space though. Next time I'm going to do a look probably just using like these 2 shades or something like this, because I want to have this in a big area, because I think under the lower lash line, while this looks nice, it does not come across the way it should be, because this is spectacular. Yeah, and then the 2 mattes we used were also flawlessly blending, everything beautifully buildable, everything. So I cannot recommend Juvia's Place more. I love heart and soul. I love this brand. I love everything about it. You know, the quality of everything, and the of what you actually get, of the product you're getting, and also the packaging and everything so draws me in that this is amazing. And as of right now, I actually bought 3 more Juvia's Place palettes that I was still missing in my collection on the Black Friday sale, so they're on the way. Yeah, so that is that. I really love it. The only tiny little bit of a criticism that I already mentioned at the beginning of the video that I do have with this palette is that it really has just basically dark shades, you know, in the mattes. And I also think that those four mattes here, who are super similar, yes, there is always like a lighter one and a darker one, but I think we could have maybe skipped a little bit of that and maybe had one more colorful matte, because there is only this one that is a matte, everything else is shimmers. And well, this might be, I don't know, but it has micro glitters in it. I have not used this. I'm not sure if this is a matte. It might be, but it has a lot of micro glitter in it. So anyway, while I know that this is a Black-owned indie brand, and this also focuses on giving makeup to that community, which is amazing, and I love it, and I'm not saying anything against it. I'm also not really, it's not really a criticism for me, because I can always pair it up with another palette, so like, what do I care, you know? Just for me personally, if I were to only use this palette, it would be a little bit hard, because there is nothing to blend it out with, you know? Like, for example, in the Magic Mini, which I can always combine with the Masquerade palette, of course, I have all those lighter shades here, which makes it, for me, as a very fair person, much easier. But in the other palette, which is color scheme wise way more interesting for me, but it is harder to work with on its own if you don't pull in another shade. So that's why I just took the freedom to at least pull in that Bone Color Matte from the Magic Mini palette, but it really doesn't matter to me. You know, I really don't care. I love this palette the way it is. It's just one thing that if you want to just have one palette and you are very fair skinned, you might have to, you know, get another shadow from somewhere else, you know, from another brand or from Singles or whatever, you know. So that is the only thing, and besides that, I have absolutely no worries, no criticism, no nothing, just big love, a big heart around the palette here. All right, so let me know, do you have the palette? Are you, do you like working with it? Are you enjoying it? And yeah, let me know what you think about the look, and if there are certain looks that you would like me to create with this palette, or you know, whatever, like feel free to share. And besides that, if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel. I would really love to have you here, and I'll see you here next time for my next video, which is gonna be super soon. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.